I was listening to the story about, it was a story of a family in Washington, and the little boy called the Bigfoot the Cowboy Man. And he had, apparently it had made an effort to steal this kid. And it hit me. My children were in that playpen behind me with nothing but a mosquito net over them. It could have crept up behind me and taken both of my children, and I wouldn't have known.
Father just got like a Mustang or something from Wyoming, okay? He had it out in the corral because he couldn't put it in the barn in the stalls with the other horses because it would kick and made all the other horses nervous. Had a Seminole Indian working the horse trying to break it every day. So they had it out in the corral. This skunk ape snuck up behind this horse and grabbed it on its hind quarters. This particular horse kicks out, jumps over the corral, runs into the pasture, to get away. At this point, the rancher's out there just blasted away with the dirty. Skunk ape runs into the swamp.
I went up there one day after that, or 2 days after that. I went up there and sat in the silence up there, and I'm telling you, man, it was free. It was crazy. There was a crazy vibe up there still. I did what I could to kind of get things under control, but I told her, I said, you need to get off this property. I feel like no matter how strong you are, it's almost like standing in the ocean. You can't stand still without moving your feet. You're going to get knocked over eventually, no matter how strong, whatever. You can't withstand a barrage of weird spiritual energy.
What is up, everybody? You beautiful, beautiful people out there. I am your host, Wayne, joined as always by my co-host, producer, friend, partner in crime, Miss Tiffany. What's up, ma'am?
Not much. Been a busy day here at the Duran home.
It has. Y'all went out and got a whole new family member, huh?
I'm such an impulsive buyer.
You text me this picture of this. I'm just going to go ahead and pop it up. There's Red, even though you're going to traumatize him and change his name. But you sent me this picture of this random, beautiful dog. I'll tell you, and I'll let y'all decide which one is Red. Okay. And I was like, yeah, who dat? We're going to look at him at 1 o'clock. About 4 o'clock, I'm getting this picture. But I did get you did send me a couple of videos of him playing with Carrie, and they seemed like they were getting along. Carrie's just loved him, you could tell, and he loved her. So.
Oh, yeah. I'm telling you, we were out there. We went to the play yard, and I just had this, something was just, and when your gut feeling tells you something, you just listen to it. So I'm laying in bed, and my mind was really just distraught that, with everything that happened. And I think I had some sugar too late. Anyway, I didn't go to sleep till 4 this morning. So I saw his picture, and at the shelter that he was at, it's a what is that word? Euthanization.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they were running out of room. And up beside his name, it said he needs a home fast. He's a
non-euthanization or euthanization?
Euthanization.
So they kill him.
They kill him. Yeah. For room.
Right. You saved that boy's life.
Yeah. Because time was running out for him. So I sent him an email at like 3 o'clock this morning. And I'm like, okay, well, they open at 8. I said, they'll get it, as soon as they open. And they did. She emailed me back at 8:30. So I sent the picture to Zach, and he was like, well, I know how much another dog would mean to y'all. And, so we went out there, and he said, if it's meant to be, let me know. I'll see if I can just, mark the truck out of service for a little bit, just come up there and meet him. So we went up there, and I'm telling you, this dog acts like he's known Carrie his whole life. His whole life. Okay. All 1 year of it. Because, he was like glued to her. And then when Zach came up there to see him, he was all over Zach. And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, I'll feed you. I'll be the one feeding you. You gotta like me a little bit. But, he knows how to sit down. And as soon as he sits down, he gives you his paw. And he was kind of timid on the stairs to go down to our basement to go out to the outside portion. But I was like, no, we're going to start this at the beginning. So I took his harness and he went down there just fine. And now it's like no big thing. He knows how to get in the car and out of the car. He's obviously lived in a house before because he jumped right up onto the couch and laid down with Carrie.
Good boy.
Yeah. And that's where he is right now.
If you don't allow your dogs on your couch, fuck you. Your dog is your family member. You know,
Yeah.
it's not a pet. He's part of the family. Would you make your kid sit on the floor? No, let your dog sit on the couch. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to hurt anything.
Yeah.
He laid there and he's stretched out and he's taller than Hunter is. He did not look that tall in the pictures that I saw. And I get here and he can put his hands on my shoulders. I'm 5'4", but he can look me right in my eyeballs. And I'm like, okay.
You could tell he's a good boy. And everything that you guys went through, I'm so happy that you are going to give another one a chance. And God, I pray that this one works out better, because what you guys went through, no one should have to go through. Yeah. It was terrible. So yeah. And it also speaks to you and Zach and Carrie as people, because and I was like this. I raised Great Danes for a while. I like purebred dogs. I always have. But let's be honest, it's, for most people, it's a business. They're trying to make money off of these puppies, and there's too many dogs out there, good dogs that need a home. Right. And the last one that I got, Yogi, who is at my feet right now, laying down, came from a rescue. He has been the best dog. He is so protective of Scarlett. My 3-year-old Scarlett, she lays on him, she jumps on him, and he just lets her. They love each other. They sleep together. You cannot come near Scarlett if you don't know her. He won't let you. And he was a rescue. Yeah. I went. I paid $20 for him, I think, and
that's how much.
Neutered. Yeah, he was neutered. All of his shots, everything up to date. Just people, if you want to get a dog, please consider rescuing one from one of these shelters. They're good dogs and they need your love.
Exactly. Yeah. And they said, I don't know if they made up his birthday, but they're saying that his birthday is September 11th. So that would put him at 14 months old. So almost a year and a half. And but yeah, he's a red bone coonhound. And his tail's like freaking this long. I ain't even lying.
Does he bark or does he howl?
Well, and this is what I was telling you before the show. I went downstairs to get my drinks for the show, and he was laying beside Carrie on the couch, and I come down the steps like I always do, and he said, "Roof," and I'm like, I am sorry that I upset your apple cart. I mean, but he was a full-grown man in that bark. I don't know, but I haven't heard him like bay or the coonhound's signature bark yet. I'm like, they or I'm sure it's coming. The coonhound's I don't know why. I don't know why.
That's so unprofessional, Tiffany.
You know what I did? I accidentally turned my phone up with my Apple Watch. I'm sorry. I was like, why am I hearing myself twice? That's gross.
Guys, this is what I put up with.
All the time.
The unprofessionalism of this show. Anyway, I'm happy for y'all. It's awesome that you're getting to give him, and I mean, let's be honest, he'd probably be dead in a couple weeks.
Oh yeah, before then. I would say before then, because it said attached to his picture that he needs a home fast.
And I'm gonna pop this up one time. Y'all just look at this face.
And he did.
Could you imagine giving that dog the shot that's going to end his life?
Yeah.
Come on, people.
Yeah. He's a stinker.
I want to meet him.
Yeah.
And look at Hunter. He needs to clean those eye boogers. What's up,
I
buddy?
know he's got eye boogers. Do you see the sweaters around his ankles? He got wrapped up in the sweater while I'm in there paying the fee and finalizing paperwork and stuff like that. And Carrie said, "Mom, I thought he was going to break his leg, so I just did the best I could from the front seat." I was like, "That's fine. Just pull his britches down. It's all right." But yeah,
He's content.
he is. And as long as he can lay down in the back seat, he doesn't care who else is back there. So he's stretched out, okay? And Cooper's like got this little section of the back seat. He's just looking out the window, not a care in the world, all squished up. But he's so good in the car. Like neither one of them made a sound.
He's been owned. He's a family guy, it seems like.
Yeah.
He knows what it's like to be inside. He knows what it's like to go for rides.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'd be interested to know his backstory.
Yeah, me too. And we asked while we were there what his story was. And she said, "Well, I'm sure he has one, but we don't know what it is." She said, "I don't think he's been here too long. He's there long enough to get neutered and get up to date on all of his shots and his rabies shot. And then heal from that." So
yeah.
But he doesn't like exhibit any of that kennel stress. He doesn't have any of the insecurities. He's just like wide open. Hey, I live here now.
No food aggression or anything like that.
No. Mm-mm. Not that we have seen so far. He ate dinner with Hunter, and then he wanted to eat what Hunter didn't eat, which is typical hound. But I mean, so far so good.
Yeah, Yogi didn't either. Scarlett, that's our thing. We feed Yogi. When Yogi's bowl is empty, she'll say, "Daddy, Yogi needs food." So she'll get his food bowl. I'll get his water bowl. I'll fill up his water bowl, set it down, and then we'll walk out to the garage. She's carrying his food bowl. And because that's where I keep his food, out in the garage in a sealed container. We go out there. She gets the cup. She counts out the scoops, 4 scoops.
Mm-hmm.
And then she carries it. She has to hug it like that. She carries it back in. I grab the water bowl and we set it down for him. And he's never shown any aggression when it comes to his food at all. Mm-hmm. The only problem with Yogi that I have ever had is he does not play well with others.
Mm-hmm.
Other dogs. He wants to fight. I don't know what that is. He's part pit, part Shar-Pei.
That's their MO. Some will play nice with others, but the majority of them won't. Like this lady was telling us when we had to have our rabies shots. It was a nightmare. But she said, I have a friend and she has 2 pits and she rescued them at the same time and they shared a kennel together, but she got them home. They cannot stand each other. So she has to keep them separated since she got them home. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Scarlett's other dog, Jordan's dog, the one we actually got him together when we were together. He's a beagle. His name's Tucker. Sweetest, cutest little butthead in the world. And we brought Tucker over to kind of let them meet and know each other. And Yogi would not have it. He kept trying to get to him. And Tucker's a lover, not a fighter. He's a beagle. So, I mean, he's nothing.
Yeah.
So he would just run from him and cower down. So I'm sure if we worked with him, maybe.
Yeah.
Could get him out of it, but I don't know.
Yeah, but it's I'm excited. So we'll see how he does. I don't know if he's been crate trained or not. I know we had, when he got here, because we still have Nelson's food bowl, which is now Cooper's, and we still have Nelson's toys, which are now Cooper's. But he was like nosing around, sniffing the inside of the crate, but he was like just kind of sneaking in, that timid, I don't know what this is. So we'll see how that works out.
Well, we go from some happy, good news from you to some not so good news.
Yes.
Everyone in the chat tonight, I don't know if you have noticed or not, But Miss Chris Blaylock is not with us. Neither is her husband, Gary, or y'all, as y'all know him, Goonie Goo Goo. Chris texted me a couple hours before the show, told me that they weren't going to be here tonight. They are in West Virginia at a funeral. Chris's nephew took his own life this past Saturday. So we ask that y'all keep the whole family in your thoughts, in your prayers. If you pray, please do so for them. This is the second suicide as a family. And I say family, we're a PO family. Paranormal Odyssey. We're a PO family. We really are. This is the second suicide that we've had to deal with in just a couple months.
I know, it's awful. It's just gut wrenching.
And from relatively young men.
Yeah.
I don't have any background. This is all very new to me. Like I said, it was just a couple hours ago that I got the message. I remember seeing something on Facebook that Chris posted about a young man and the loss of someone, but she didn't really go into detail. But she told me tonight what happened. I don't know the details other than what I've shared with y'all. I don't know, but if y'all remember, just a couple months ago, Kevin and his daughter Avery,
Mm-hmm.
and Kevin's wife, because it affects everyone.
Everybody.
They all suffered due to Landon, which was Avery's fiance.
Yeah.
And Kevin's future son-in-law taking his life. And I hung out with Landon. I sent just a couple of days ago, I sent Kevin the screenshots of text messages between me and Landon. And he was excited about joining Manimal,
Mm-hmm.
getting out in the woods, doing some Bigfoot research. And then he takes his life. No one was expecting it. There were no warning signs. I'm assuming it's the same because Tiffany told me that she wasn't expecting it from her nephew, or not Tiffany. I'm sorry. Chris told me she wasn't expecting it from her nephew. A lot of times there are no warning signs, and that's the ones that you worry about. It's always, it seems like it's always the ones that you weren't expecting it,
Right.
and then the people that threaten it never go through with it.
Right. Because in that sense, they're just threatening. If they're serious, 100%, they ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah, but I don't want to. I agree with you, Tiffany. I do, but I don't want to put that out there,
Yeah.
because there's always that exception. There's an exception to every rule. There could be someone that is going to do it, but wants someone to reach out to them, wants someone to help them, that's crying for help. We can't always say that. So, guys, it's not that bad.
Mhm.
Life's not that bad. It will get better. We've all been through dark times. We have. Myself, I have struggled with thoughts of the same thing. And I'm so grateful that I didn't. Reach out if you need help, please. Because I don't care who you are. Anyone out there, someone's world would be devastated if you weren't.
All right.
If you were to suddenly not be here, someone would be devastated. It would affect someone horrifically. So, yeah, 988, please. Call or text 988. That's the suicide hotline. Thank you, Jory. Yeah, like Kevin says here, Landon never showed any signs. He had his whole world in front of him. He was engaged to a beautiful young lady that loved him. And I don't know. As we know, though, Landon was in the military, and that tends to affect those guys a lot. I don't know, like I said, anything. I don't know the details of Chris's nephew, but either way, it's devastating for his family, for their family. So please, please keep them in your prayers.
Absolutely.
All right. We don't have a guest tonight. We're just doing like a year in review. We're just hanging out with you guys. So let's go ahead and pay these bills if you don't mind, and then we'll jump into some stuff.
Okay.
Guys, if you're new to the show tonight, we are so happy to have you. Do us a favor. Please hit that subscribe button before you leave tonight. Help Miss Tiffany and myself continue to grow this show.
And if you would like to be on with Wayne and I, you can reach out to both of us, Wayne at paranormalworldproductions.com or me, Tiffany at paranormalworldproductions.com, and we will get you scheduled for January.
I want to ask everyone to head over to paranormalworldproductions.com. Check out the website. Sign up for the newsletter, pick up some merch, check out all the other shows. I will tell you, I can't tell you a lot, but all of you true crime fans out there, y'all get ready because the True Crime Show is being revamped, rebranded, and it's going to be cool. So that is coming soon. But please head over to paranormalworldproductions.com and check everything out.
And we don't have a guest to ask questions to, but if you want to ask us something, we can try to answer it to the best of our ability. So just put it in all capital letters, please.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we'll try, as we see the questions tonight, we'll try to get to them as we see them if you have any. If not, just hang out. No, we're inside of 4 hours away from a brand new year. So we're just going to hang out and talk and reflect on the year. And Mr. Robert Matler just gifted one Paranormal Odyssey membership. Thank you so much, buddy. My brother from another mother. Can't wait till we can hang out again. But thank you, sir, so very much.
I appreciate it. It shows two. Did you do 2 gifts or just one?
I don't know.
See that? I don't know either.
Let me see. Star. Oh shit, he did too.
Yeah, he did too. That's what I was thinking. I was like, was it just a glitch?
Thank you, brother.
Yes.
And what he just gifted everyone, anyone out there that's new to the show, we have a membership that you can sign up for. It is $1.99, $2 a month. You get access that others don't to the show. You get early access to content. You get members only lives. We try to do a few of those a month. They're really cool. We all just get together and hang out and watch spooky videos. As Mr. Alex says, best $1.99 ever. Alex is awesome. Thank you very much, buddy. And that beautiful dog that he is hanging out with there, that Mastiff. Yeah, but guys, it's $1.99. That's it. $2. And let's be real, you can't get a can of Coke for $2 anymore. Oh. Give it to us one time a month, and you get all that cool shit. Access to the members only Discord, just all kind of cool stuff. It's a fucking great time. I agree with you, buddy. But yeah, please consider signing up for the members only. And also, last thing before we get going, the bottom, the Cash App and the Venmo, you can see if you would like to help us out in that way. We would certainly appreciate it. None of this shit that you're seeing tonight is free. At all costs, we pay that. You guys help us out all the time. You are helping us with super stickers. If you want to do that, that's fine. But the reason we put up the Venmo and the Cash App is YouTube likes to take their fees. YouTube, I love YouTube. None of this would be possible without them. We wouldn't have a show if it wasn't for them. So thank you, YouTube. But y'all got enough money.
Yeah.
Our little show, Tiffany and I, we don't have a lot of money. No. So we don't need to be giving y'all these huge fees. So by helping us out with Cash App and Venmo, we don't have to do that. So if you want to help us out, we certainly appreciate it. If not, we love you anyway.
Of course. We're just glad that you come. Just subscribe because that helps too.
There you
like
go.
A lot.
Yeah. We're going to be talking about goals for the next year for the show, and growing those subscribers is good. Definitely one of our big goals
Yes.
that we want to achieve.
Yes. Absolutely.
No, let's just jump into this question right here. Wayne and Tiff, is there anything paranormal about Bigfoot? Tiffany, go ahead.
I think there is. And there's encounters it's more than one encounter to back it up. It's the disappearing, it's the orbs floating through the sky. It's, here 1 minute, gone the next. It's just, for a while, I really thought like you did, Wayne, it's just flesh and blood, when I very first got into it. But, I've been doing this for almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years this coming August. I don't know. People are seeing something different. There's different experiences, you know what I mean? Like somebody could experience a flesh and blood encounter, and then somebody completely different can experience something completely different, and it has paranormal aspects to it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you want to break it down and get real technical, what is the definition of paranormal?
Anything out of the norm.
Yeah, anything out of the norm that science can't really explain. Sasquatch isn't explained.
Yeah.
So is Sasquatch in itself paranormal?
Right.
But I don't think that's exactly where he's going with that question. Most of the time we think about paranormal, we think ghosts, demons, possessions, stuff like that, all the creepy shit that I stay away from. And I don't know. If you're looking at it from that aspect, I think Bigfoot's a flesh and blood creature.
But he has different, there's got to be like different attributes or different something.
After all the people, Tiffany, you and I have talked to that swear something's going on, we have to pay attention to that. We really do. The cloaking, the mind speak, the portals. I just don't know. I've said many times I believe in portals. I do. I think portals could be an explanation for a lot of these missing people.
Amen.
Cases that we have covered. Because there's no way, in my opinion, there's no way that you can explain to me how an 80-year-old man just vanishes off the face of this planet with nothing left behind. No clothes, no shoes, his gun, hunting, nothing. And this man was military. He was a survivalist. He knew what to do if he got lost. Not to mention, there were other people. I can't remember the gentleman's name now. Most of y'all know who I'm talking about. But there were other people that were there with him in the vicinity, and no trace of him has ever been found. Not to mention the sound of a gate, it sounded like a steel gate slamming shut, a trap door slamming shut, that people in his party reported hearing. You can't tell me. You can't tell me in a way that I can understand that something normal happened to that man.
No, not at all.
What was his name, Tiffany? That's driving me crazy.
Gosh, I know. I can see his face just clear as day because
he was blind. He had like missing an eye or something like that.
Because it was him, and then there was another gentleman that was the same scenario. Whose name was, I think his name was Alfie, but I cannot think of his name. to save my life. If y'all hear running around, they're playing with the dog.
Yeah, Kevin's asking right now. Kevin's my great buddy, a member of Manimal. Wayne, as I asked you on Frog Mountain, when did you start believing in portals? This is around the time. The case that I'm telling you right now. And Kevin, I will get you his name. I will, as soon as I have a chance off of here, I'll find out about it and send you the case. But we covered it. He's also a missing 411 case, like one of the most. Thomas Messick.
Yep, Thomas Messick.
Thank you.
Yep.
Naomi, one of my favorite people. Thank you, ma'am. Thomas Messick was his name. It was going to drive me crazy. But he, Kevin, to answer your question, he may be the single reason I believe in portals. Because that man was impressive. He was old. You know, he was toward the end of his life, granted. But he was ex-military. He was a survivalist. He was a hunter. He was... Bristol got it first. Well, either one of you, love you both. Thank you. Thomas Messick was a cool dude. He really was. He was just this awesome grandpa guy that any one of us would have been proud to have as a grandpa, you know, or as a dad. And he just disappeared. You can't tell me. All these little kids and these other people, the woman or the teenager, the high school student that went missing on in the Smoky Mountains. We also covered her in the missing person case files. Early on, she was one of the very first, because the first ones I covered were all from the Smoky Mountains. So she was like top 2 or 3 that I covered. They were on a field trip with like 40 other students. They all saw her.
Yeah.
She stepped off trail, bent over to get something. People thought she was picking a flower or something, and was never seen again.
Just gone.
Nothing. The bloodhounds brought in no scent. It stopped. Right? It just stopped. How do you explain that?
Yeah, that's who it was.
Rennie Gibson.
Yeah.
Naomi is on fire tonight. Thank you, ma'am. I mean, this is me trying to make sense of something that does not make sense. And I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I pray every night. I do believe there's a Lord above us. I really do. I don't act like it. I don't use the best language in the world. I'm not the greatest Christian in the world, but I believe that God exists. I believe my mom's up there with him. All of our loved ones are up there with God, or down below if you were a piece of shit, basically. But, I mean, what makes portals demonic? I mean, I kind of lost where I was going with that. You know, does me believing in portals make me not a Christian?
No, not at all.
Kevin, what do you think, buddy? Let me know. But yeah, I agree with you, Tiffany. I don't think that it does. I think that there are so many things in this life, in this world, that we cannot explain. And I think portals is one of them. I think they're out there, and it terrifies the hell out of me.
Yeah.
It really does.
Because you could just be walking along and then poof, you're gone.
Yeah, we've heard the stories of people walking the line, and then all of a sudden the guy in the back is gone.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did he go?
Just sucked him in. Just gone.
Did a portal just open up right then, and him didn't even break stride, walk right into it?
Well, see, it makes me wonder too, like if you're walking along and you're with a group of people, and then, I mean, obviously they don't know the difference. They don't see the difference. Like it's almost like it's made to look just like the surroundings that they are in. So they don't know. They're none the wiser, except they're just gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a fog, or like a distortion that kind of looks like a door? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. I do not
Exactly.
want to find out. I do
No.
not want to find out. Speaking of year in review, some of the cases that we covered was people like this that disappeared. Some of them have come back.
Hmm.
What do you remember the case that we covered that was just so fascinating?
No, but he was from Romania, but I don't remember his
Romaine.
name. But he was from Romania.
He came back like 30 something years later, right?
Yep, he disappeared when he was 63. He came back when he was 93.
What
And
the
he only, I know, what the hell? And he only thought he was gone for a few days. And when they asked him where he was, at home. Bullshit. No, you weren't.
crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, and he was taken care of. He was fed. He was clean. Like,
I don't remember what had he aged
yes. Yes.
because
He did.
93, that's old.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And he was out, I think, in his garden or something along those lines. And he was, I think, and then he went to sell the stuff, never came home, and then was gone for 30 years.
And do you remember how he got back?
Yes. A car is said to have brought him up to the gate.
Yes.
He got out, the car sped away, and he walked in like, hey.
I wanted to say that, but I wanted you to say it first in case
Mhm.
I was wrong. And that was clarification.
Yep. Or it's
Yeah.
like the people who go, the story that we did, I think in the same show, where the guy went to go get bread and cigarettes at the grocery store, and he was gone for 25 years.
Was that the same person?
It
Or was
was
that
different. It was
on the
a different,
same show?
it was on the same show, but it was a different story
And
altogether.
we did the episode where the guy in a wheelchair was on his front porch
Yes.
and just disappeared.
And there was people
There
outside.
were people working in the yard, like or across the street. Didn't hear, didn't see anything. He was handicapped. This was long ago, 100+ years ago.
Hmm.
His sister pushed him out on his wheelchair to the front porch because he liked to sit out there. And she came back to check on him 20 minutes later, and he was gone. Hadn't
Yeah.
been seen since.
Yeah. It is baffling. And that's what makes it so fun to kind of delve into these stories. I mean, because you get your perspective, and then I have my perspective, and then we discuss our perspectives. But it's because it happens. So, I mean, it's not, modern times, this has been going on.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You all know I'm fascinated with people that go missing and the whole portal thing. I was reading a book, and when I say reading a book, I mean listening to an audible book because that's what I do when I drive, go on these long trips to festivals, conventions, and stuff. I listen to audiobooks or on vacation, and I listen to this missing persons, like historic missing persons, and there's an account. I'm talking like 16th century, 17th century, or like 14th, 15th century, long ago. This army was marching, and it was seen by other people. This army of 100+ troops marching up this hill. They march into this fog, and none of them are ever seen again.
It's wild.
What the hell?
It doesn't make any sense. And that's why, everybody in the world has been posting on TikTok because it's like foggy all over the world. So I'm waiting for somebody to be like, yo, she's gone.
Yeah. Oh, Elroy. He went missing yesterday. He was walking in his yard. Ain't seen him since.
Yeah.
You got some videos on your personal YouTube that you want to share
I do.
that we did this year. You want to go ahead and jump into that and just take it over?
Yeah, we'll share this one. I'm going to share this one first because This one is one of my husband's favorites as well. And you guys are going to see, okay, when Wayne and I first started working together, August 15th of 23, my camera was so bad. It was dark. Wayne's beard was shorter. I've given him more gray hair than what he has in these videos. But yeah, let's just get into it. Let's see. You gotta let me know if you can see it. Yeah.
Looks good.
Okay. I switched browsers, so it takes me a second. Everything gets hemmed up. So we are going to play this one right here of Mr. Dizzle.
Bobby.
It's the second time we had him on.
Else, or do we need to just go ahead and bring out the Dizzle?
Let's bring out the Dizzle. We all need the Dizzle.
I'm going to leave that alone. I'm going to leave that alone. That is all. I don't need the Dizzle.
I am happily married.
Okay. The original Dizzle.
What are you? I did not. My husband is
back. Put me back.
Oh my God.
I need the Dizzle. I'm about to pass out.
You guys, I did not mean to. Holy shit.
I'm so glad you shared it.
Hey, I thought you were going to make a
Mr.
double
Dizzle.
entendre for me eating a taco for your husband. I didn't know what you're going to say.
Oh my.
I was
Y'all
way
can't
off.
get help.
I was way off. I was like, wow, that's not what I thought she was going to say at all.
Whew, y'all,
Wow.
I think I just need to leave.
She needs that Dizzle.
Yeah.
I hope
You
Zach
leave
doesn't come in with it. I hope Zach doesn't come in with his shirt off like I told him to now.
I know Zach yelled out the bedroom door and he was like, I heard that.
You had to put that in your intro next to the
That was
guy that's
awesome.
talking about the Sasquatch mountain, the horse. He needed the Dizzle.
Oh my God.
This escalated quickly.
That went a lot further sideways than it was ever intended to.
Look, we would just sit here and watch it happen. It was like a car crash. Couldn't do anything about it.
I think it may be safe if I don't speak, because here I am thinking you're getting smoked up before the show. And Wayne, you got this, right, man? You've done this for a long time.
Yeah.
I was having queso
I'm
with
good.
So that's the main one. That was like so funny. Hold on, I do have other ones though.
That was great. God, I love that. That was so fun.
And you guys remember when our audio was so spotty and so bad?
Not seeing most of the damn red circles out there.
This was a members only. This is when the Mickey Mouse pajamas came into life on the show.
For you too. I really hope you're gonna share the jump scare. What the hell is wrong with our audio?
No, it was when our audio sucked, but they're saying we're just waiting for something to come. Oh,
What was that?
oh my God! You gotta replay that one, Mickey
You
Mouse.
stood up.
I did your name.
Oh, what happened? What are we?
Are you having trouble trying to keep up with your professor? You've got to try Otter.
Oh,
Here's how it works.
You
What
gotta replay
happened?
that. You gotta replay that part. It said,
The same day after the camera had been knocked over, Kent made a
Okay, here we go.
"This is Wayne. Listen." I am so over dramatic. Holy shit. Oh, Wayne! It's Wayne! It said your name.
They're calling my name.
And this ain't Beyonce. This ain't Beyonce, bitches.
See, even the ghosts holler for me.
If you guys are into the spooky,
No, that's not what was supposed to happen there. I love how professional I am.
Do you have the jump scare? Please tell me.
I don't have the jump scare. I didn't. No, it was just where that thing got knocked over that scared the bejesus out of us. And then I had this one. It's Paranormal Pursuit.
Yeah, you're gonna die.
Let's see it. I'm pumped.
All right. After I show you, you got to tell the story. Okay.
Okay.
For sure. Oh, no.
Dog.
Oh, no.
I've got that dog in the next room.
It's
Scarlet
no.
has that dog.
Hit that thing.
Okay, first tell us what it is because I upload this to podcast and they aren't going to be able to see it. So tell us what it is,
Okay.
and then go into the story. Whoever wants to jump in.
Yeah.
See, I like that one.
This is a little dog, and it has
Because they all reacted so
kind of
different.
relay certain things that it does, whether it's playing a song, whether it's saying like what it is, whether it's a
little stuffed animal
yes,
dog.
stuffed animal dog, a toy for toddlers more than likely, and does like little nursery rhymes, I guess. This thing is at every haunted location that we freaking go to, first of all. And then this thing was inside so we knew that there was this little girl that used to reside there at this Edinburgh Manor.
Yes. That was so funny. And then I have, of course, I think this was my third solo interview I'd done. Hold on.
Oh, is that the Squatch Watchers?
Well, and I was rewatching the video because it has been some time since I'd seen it, but you guys were in the woods, and I think this was before you and Paige got married. I think you guys were dating, or no, she wasn't even there because y'all had to call her and Hillary to go get the plaster cast.
Yeah,
she
was around. Yeah,
she was engaged,
Yeah, or no, you weren't engaged. I'm thinking. Yeah.
This was my favorite episode when y'all found that footprint.
Yeah.
That.
We got
one right here.
I don't know when it's going to air, but it's supposed to be on Unexplained in the United States soon. They did the story on that. Also
on Discovery Plus.
Yeah, that was one of the funnest nights ever because we wasn't even going to go down there, and then the skeptics like, no, we're already here, so let's go ahead and go on down. We're like, man, it's cold. You don't want to go back? Like, all of us get warmed up? Nah. But we had a lot of stuff leading up to that point with like a Coke bottle getting sucked dry, the glow stick missing. Then we get down there, and that's when beep happened.
Yeah, we were on the trail of it. And, yeah, we were on
losing my religion.
But I gotta tell you.
So I will tell you, I didn't realize I was saying that word like that. I mean, honestly. And so they all fussed at me and chastised with me. But, so like 2 years ago, maybe, a little more 2 years ago, Tate finds a pretty decent footprint in the middle of winter. It's, it's frozen. It was hard to cast. Mm-hmm. But he too could not quit saying the word that popped into my mouth. And I'm like, see, I told you so. I mean, the excitement and the emotions just take over. And I mean,
it's like, you can't, it's like people ask this question all the time. What would you do if you actually come face to face with a Bigfoot? Well, we're like a dog chasing a car. We don't really know. I mean, we got to be put in that situation, see what we'll do. And it's the same way with these footprints we found. Like, until you're putting yourself in that situation, you don't know how you're going to react or what you're going to say. The first time for me, Dave's there on his knees saying every word in the book. And I'm in shock, just like, did this really just happen? We really just found freaking footprints. Like, and what's the biggest regret about that is there were two prints, a left and a right, but we only got the one foot. I can't remember off the top of my head which one it is. That's the left foot.
We got the other partial. The other partial was stepping into the Henry River.
That was my favorite one because
I know
it slid.
I mean,
I still got it.
Marsh was like thick, and I mean, Yeah, I know how it feels if I'm footprints start cussing.
Then a big rock splashes in the water that night.
Yes.
I just loved it
Yes.
because the skeptics were there.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I was
what
like,
gets,
yes.
here's the thing though. What gets overlooked about that video and that particular piece of evidence for us is what led up to the footprints.
Yes, good stuff, man. Good stuff.
When
There
was that? I think I was in Panama, right?
Mhm.
Panama City. I was on
I came
vacation. I
by and I
couldn't make
asked
it.
her, I
Hold on.
said, and her
I
name was
stopped
Wanda, and I said,
everything.
Wanda, we got a guy.
So, yeah.
And guys, I tried to sign on to my TikTok on the computer here so that I could share a few of mine that I've shared on TikTok. And the jump scare is one of them. That one. Oh my God, that will always stick with me. That was, I wish there was a way we could share it on here because it was a members only. Not
Mhm.
everyone got to see it except for when I shared it. But that was raw emotion. That was genuine fear.
Yes.
Tiffany and myself. There was no faking in that at all. It scared the shit out of both of us.
Yeah.
If y'all know what we're talking about, I'm sure most of you don't, but the members that were watching that night, it was the video of the two guys in a car. It was a Honda, I remember, like a little Civic or Accord or something. They were in the woods in the middle of nowhere, and they see out in the distance this flashlight. There's this guy walking around with the flashlight, and they went, "What is he doing out here all by himself? Burying a body? I mean, what could he be doing out here?" And he cuts the flashlight off. They lose track of him. And one of them says, "Should I go see if he's okay?" Like, dude, you're fucking stupid. No. One of them gets out, and the driver gets out, and it's like, "Should I go check on him?" Get back in. No, you shouldn't. And he gets back in, starts the car up, and he's like, "Man, it was so black out there. I couldn't see anything." And about that time, this hand slaps the driver's side window. And Tiffany and I just absolutely lose it. We both, yeah, Joe Pat remembered, we both jump about 6 inches out of our chair, and I was speechless. I was like, "I need a second."
Yeah. You're like, I need a minute. And you just sat there like
It was so good. God, I wish we could share that. But I mean, that's what y'all get on the members only. The regular viewers didn't get a chance to see that because our members only, that's what we do. We hang out, we watch spooky videos. There's been a couple that have scared us that we've actually jumped and gotten a reaction from, but several that have gotten reactions from us, but none like that one.
Oh, it was, I mean, when you have that kind of just fear emulate through your body, I mean, you sweat, your underarms are itching, and you're like, all right, y'all, we gotta reset and refocus. This is awful.
Joe Pat jumped too. I mean, and let's be honest, that's why we love this topic. We love, as people, as humans, we just enjoy being scared. Are we stupid? I mean,
I don't think so.
I don't get it. That's why we do this. And we love doing it. I know I can speak for Tiffany. I can speak for Brian and Danny and everyone at Paranormal World Productions that we just love this little community.
Yeah.
That we have built, or that Brian built and allowed us to join. And we're so grateful. We love you guys so very much. None of this would be possible without any of y'all.
Yes. Troy wants to know, what episode is the story about the Seminole and the horse where Bigfoot grew up the horse?
Hmm?
I don't know. I think that was before my time.
Troy, if you could please be a bit more specific. Are you talking about the intro? And we'll wait a second for Troy to respond as he takes a sip of his Wild Turkey 101.
That was Al Santorigo. It's in the
That
intro.
was
Mhm.
okay. That was Al Santorigo. And let's see what episode is story about the Seminole. That is very, very early on. I did not have a co-host. I don't even think that my audio was set up right just yet. I didn't have the board or anything, but Al Santoriga has been on a few times. That was the very first time he was ever on. And that was a really, really good episode. He talked about spending the summer in Florida with his cousin and seeing a Bigfoot. There was a police report made. A Bigfoot jumped out and slapped, or I guess slapped, brought his hands down on a cop car, and it was all on film or something like that. I don't really remember, but that was very, very early on. I don't remember which episode it was, but it is Al Santorigo was the guest.
And Zach wants to know if you jumped when you heard "My, why aren't you asleep?"
That was spooky. That was the most recent episode of Paranormal Odyssey. I recorded it on while I was editing it, and I sent it to Tiffany while I was editing. I said that scared the shit out of me. And that was just her voice.
It's my voice. Yeah. If you haven't heard that episode of Spooky Sunday, it was released yesterday. Go check it out. Because Bob Dahl, Dizzle messaged me.
Dizzle. Everybody needs a Dizzle.
Well, he needed something after he heard that, because he messaged me and he said, "Way to scare the shit out of me."
He messaged me as well on the exact same topic. It's like, that was scary as hell.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
it was.
He was in the car wash when he was listening to this come through his speakers. And here he is. He's trapped in the car wash. He can't go anywhere. And there's this wretched, demonic voice coming out of his speakers.
Robert Matler, I don't mind being scared, but I draw the line at clowns. What is it about clowns that just freaks people out? I don't have that fear.
Honey, our middle child will kick, claw, and scream to get away from a clown. And she's been like that since she was 7. Now, what happened with her when she was 7 and Kaylee was 8, Kaylee, our oldest, my mother-in-law and I took them to the circus. And this clown came up to her and said something about taking her mother, and then hit her over the head with one of those really rubber, the rubber bats. And ever since then, she has been absolutely done with clowns since she was 7. And she's pushing 25 now. But she'll go to haunted houses and stuff like that. But Tim, she pushes him in front of every clown that they come across.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but y'all heard me talking about Yogi earlier. I guess he wanted
Yogi.
Love it. There he is. He's a good boy.
He's a baby. He heard me say that and he cut his ass. He's like, I know I am. I'm handsome.
But I've never really had that fear with clowns. I think it's a generational thing, because the whole killer clown craze that came up it seemed like everybody started being afraid of them then, but growing up, I mean, when you go the extra mile to make a clown look creepy as hell, then yeah, it's gonna be creepy.
Yeah.
But as far as a regular circus clown, I mean, there ain't nothing wrong with them. They're funny.
Now, Teresa is absolutely petrified. So, Cooper's upstairs. Zach said, "Do you want me to let Cooper in your office?" I said, "Yeah, sure. Let him in my office."
Where is he?
He's getting him. He's like, "Come on, buddy."
Cooper. I can't believe y'all changed his name.
Cooper Red.
I was giving Tiffany shit hours before we came on, before she even had him. I'm like, what if you were 11 years old and someone changed your name? And she said, he's not 11, he's 14 months. I said, dog years, sis.
Yeah,
dog
but
years.
12 years he would be.
He's 11. He's 10, 11 years old, okay? 9, 10, 11. It don't matter.
Come here,
What
Cooper.
if someone changed your name?
Come on.
Oh,
Come here, Cooper. Come here,
there's
Cooper.
Red.
Come here, Cooper. Come here.
He's always going to be Red to me.
Come on, Cooper. Okay, come up here. You can come up here. Don't unplug the. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, little big old long
he's a
tail.
good boy.
His big old long tail. Look at his ears.
He is so big.
Bro, I know. He's never been in here before, so he's like, I don't know what he'll get. Can y'all see him? You see his tail?
Yeah. He got that white tip.
Cooper. Come here. Say hi. Say hello. Hello. Hello.
Oh.
No, hello. Just don't lick my nose. I don't like my nose to get spitty.
Let him lick your nose.
No. He can't
He's
lick
been through so much. He almost died. Let him lick your nose.
What you doing? That's funny. He is definitely not afraid of stairs. Nelson was afraid of everything. He's definitely not.
Eli says, my name gets changed every time my wife gets mad at me. True that, brother.
Oh, you should have seen him when Carrie turned the TV on. Well, come here. When Carrie turned the TV on, he's like just looking at it, and he's got his head all cocked, but he sat there and legit watched TV with her. Yeah, he's a mess. He's eventually gonna have to go pee. I mean, he did poop in the living room, y'all. He did.
Uh-oh.
He did. And I'm gonna tell you what. I don't know what they fed him at the shelter, but it's like, you know, when you cook cabbage and it has, yeah.
You don't need to describe dog poop, okay?
He said, see ya. Yep.
I'm glad we got to meet Red.
Yeah. He's
I
fun.
told her, you know, don't change that poor guy's name. Red, I mean, okay, drop Old, because his name was Old Red, and they didn't want it to be after like Blake Shelton's song.
Mhm.
So drop Old and just name him Red, short for Reddington. You could even call him Reddington every once in a while. You know, from the Blacklist. Awesome show, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Keep it Red. Come here, Red.
Yeah. Well, see, that could be like a nickname, but all of our animals have proper names, like Hunter McGee. And then my dog, Remington Lee. My cat's name is Memphis Rose. And then we have Mitchell Carter. Now we have Cooper Red.
Raymond Reddington.
No. Zach's partner's name's Ray.
Whatever. We're getting way off topic here. But who cares? It's New Year's Eve, y'all. We're going to have a whole new year. And it is after 9 o'clock. So 3 hours away.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's hard.
And let me mention real quick, this is just being brought to my attention. Miss Stormy, who is in the audience tonight, just hit up 15 minutes ago, hit us with a $20 Venmo.
Awesome. Thank you, Stormy.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Y'all Guys, don't let her show you up. She does 20, y'all do 40. Okay? Come on.
Hey, I'm here for it.
Happy New Year. Let's
Exactly.
start this thing out right. Johnny, what's up, buddy? Happy New Year's, Wayne, Tiffany, and everyone. Johnny texted me a couple of days ago to ask about next year's Squatch Out because he's going to be in the area in September. So I think what we're going to do to accommodate Johnny, since he lives in North Carolina, we're going to try to schedule next year's Squatch Out around that time because it's like the first week of September, which is usually when we do it. So we're going to schedule it for then. So Johnny will get to attend his first Squatch Out. And while we're talking about Squatch Out and Manimal and all that stuff, I would feel like crap. What did he say? Hell yeah, off topic.
Makes great content a lot of times.
I would feel like crap if I did not mention talking about everything that we're grateful for and thankful for and what we're looking forward to the new year if I didn't mention Manimal research. We have some of the best, awesome, most amazing people that have signed up. Miss Chris Blaylock and Gary, her husband, are Manimal members. Chris single-handedly built our new website, which is up manimalresearch.org. We're still making some changes, adding stuff to it, but it's live. It's up now. Please go check that out. Again, that's manimalresearch.org. Manimal with 2 N's. She built the website. She's going to be the one that handles all that. Tim and April Spoon have been amazing. They live in Mississippi. April has designed and built our group shirts. There you go. Thank you, ma'am. Basically, it's a black polo with our Manimal Research logo and our name on the other side, like Wayne on mine, and Manimal Research hats. She did all of that and is sending it to all the members. Tim has taken over as our social media liaison, I guess you would call him. He is going to he's already built the Manimal Research Instagram. Please go follow if you haven't done so already, as well as a TikTok. And I don't know if he's going to do a Twitter or not, but he's going to be handling all of the social media. I'm so proud, so very proud of what Manimal Research has done. This past Squatch Out that we did was amazing. We had a great time. Miss Lori Wade, Jessica Jones spoke at the event. It was so awesome. And I'm very, very excited about the future of our organization. If you would like to become a member or want information on becoming a member, please reach out to me at Wayne at paranormalworldproductions.com, and I would be happy to talk to you about that. But I couldn't let this episode go without at least talking about Manimal Research and everything that we have going.
It's amazing. It has really been an amazing year, because we all got to hang out in Tennessee. We got trapped in Dollywood. It's just been an adventure.
We've made so many memories this year. I hate to see it come to an end, but it's going to here in just a couple hours.
Yep.
Like you said, we all hung out. Johnny, as I said earlier, had his comment up here. He came and hung out. Chris came and hung out with her daughter. Brian, Danny, Troy, you, myself, Zach, your daughter, Carrie. We rented that cabin. Beautiful, awesome cabin in Gatlinburg. This year was awesome, guys. It's going to be hard to beat. But, as Eli says, new chapters. As awesome as last year was, I cannot wait to see what 2025 holds.
Yes.
Can you join via the website? I think so. I'm not 100% sure, Johnny, but contact me if you want to become a member. I've talked to you, Johnny, about being a member in the past. I would love to have someone with your experience handling your area. So please talk to me about that. But again, yeah, I don't want to ramble, but this has been the best year.
Yeah.
As far as me and the Bigfoot community and you and everything, this year is going to be hard to top. I spoke at a couple of conferences this year. I traveled to Missouri, traveled to Ohio. It's just been great, and I cannot wait to see what the future holds. None of this, absolutely none of it, would be possible without the people that are watching right now. And the
Exactly.
people that will watch later, the people that listen to the podcast. Thank you so very much for everything that you do. Tiffany, what do you have to say in closing?
Yeah, it really does make a difference. Like, you're like, oh, well, it's just a like or it's just a subscribe. But we've been stuck at like, well, what is it, 2.77K for months now. And our views are down on our videos and the lives that we do. So hitting the subscribe button and hitting the like button and leaving a review on the podcast, all those little things are free for you to do. And it really makes more of a difference than you guys realize. So if you haven't left an updated review or, like and subscribe, I mean, it takes 2 seconds and, it puts us in front of people who may not normally see us or who even know we're here.
Yeah. And share our content.
Mhm.
Everyone here is on social media. Share a couple episodes. Anything you can do. It doesn't have to be money. We commented that we have to have money. Everything costs something. But there are things that you can do. Like Tiffany said, rating and reviewing helps us so much.
Mhm.
It takes just a couple seconds out of your life
Yep.
to do. If you enjoy what we do, if you see value in it, please share that with others.
And because, not to interrupt you, sorry, I
No,
do
you're
that
good.
I do that all the time. But I just completely forgot what I was going to say. I interrupted you for nothing. Oh, the fact that we are not on the same bandwagon as all the other BSers out here in the Bigfoot world, and they have all these habituation sites and everybody's clamoring to have them on. Guess what? We don't, because if you don't have any proof, then you're just talking. And we're so over the 15 minutes of fame. We're just so over that. And that's why they talk about it on that Bigfoot podcast. And we do the lives here on YouTube. Just shut up. If you don't have any proof, please just shut up.
And these blurry ass pareidolia red circle bullshit pictures, just stop. My God. It's so I don't even want to get I feel a rant coming on and I don't want to end the show on a rant.
Good.
But
Let's play the alphabet game.
oh shit. Yeah, in closing, Tiffany would like to play this game. And we are going to explain to the people how it works, Tiffany.
Okay, so what you're supposed to do, and I can't make any promises, okay? Because I don't know how much Wayne has had to drink this evening. What you're supposed to do is tell a story. And the first sentence starts with A, and then it goes on to B, and then C, and then D, and then so on and so forth. But I don't really have a premise. So do you want to start with an A or do you want me to start with an A?
Okay, so to clarify, she's going to say something. Her statement has to begin with the A. My response has to start with a B.
Yeah.
Her response to that has to start with the C.
Yes.
So, as she said, I have had some whiskey tonight. It might take me a second to calculate to figure out what letter is next, but we will do our best. You can start, ma'am.
Okay. Hey, yo, what you doing?
Boy, I don't know.
Come up with something original.
Damn, why you put me on the spot?
Everybody be putting you on the spot, Wayne.
Fuck that.
Get out.
Here? Get out here?
And dubiously.
What?
Dubiously.
Just kidding.
Karen has joined the chat.
Leave, Karen.
Man, she ain't no good.
No good.
Oh boy, Tiff wins.
People be crazy.
Quit complaining.
Really? Really, I'm complaining.
Shut your mouth.
Tiff. No.
Uh-huh.
Victory.
Wussy.
X-rays are needed.
You're right.
What the fuck can I say with Z?
Zany. My co-host is Zany.
Zia.
Zia.
Zach is here. Oh God. Zebras. Zip your lip. There you go. Thanks so much, guys. Oh my God, I feel dumber having done that.
I was up until 3 o'clock the other morning watching those damn ABC challenges on TikTok. And I was like trying to stifle the laughter that was trying to explode out of my face because Zach's over here sleeping. Okay. His alarm's going to go off in like 2.5 hours. And I'm like dying.
Risto says, now I do it backwards. Fuck you, sir.
Oh, I'd have to write them down.
Hell no. Like the cops, when they pull you over, if you've been drinking, say your ABC's backwards. Dude, I couldn't fucking do that sober. I can't. Who can say the ABC's backwards?
I haven't. That's it. Stifle, Edith. The only person I've ever known my whole life that's been able to say the alphabet backwards is my grandmother or my great grandmother. And she passed away when she was 106, but she could just like it was nothing.
Oh shit, 106.
106. She was born in 1898.
Ooh, she held on.
She did. I'm telling you.
Good for her. What was her name?
Her name was Virginia Edna Funk Craighead Krager.
Funk?
Funk. Like da funk.
F-U-N-K, funk.
Yep.
Like brings the noise, brings the funk.
Yep. And she brought it. She brought it. I'm here to tell you, look, let me tell you.
She brought that funk?
She brought the funk because we're in there one year for Thanksgiving and they are peeling sweet potatoes and she's got a boyfriend Okay, she has a
Of
boyfriend at
course
this
she does. She's fucking 112 years old.
But she's holding the potato, and she's like, "Do you think Raymond's looks like this?" And my mom said, "Grandma."
I love old people. God, I love old people. They don't give a fuck.
Nope.
Why should they?
She didn't. And I'm gonna tell you, Zach was actually her medic when she fell.
Oh.
And he came in there. Oh no, she told me this before I even knew he lived and breathed. And she told me because she's, they bruise so easy. And she had this huge black bruise on her arm. And she said, "You see what that boy did to me? You see what that boy did to me? I brought him to her house." Okay, not knowing. And she stuck her little bony finger in his face and said, "You're that boy." We were like, damn.
Oh shit! So he went on a call,
She was
not knowing who she was.
Nope, she was his patient. When we pulled up in front of her house, he was like, "Man, this really looks familiar." Yeah.
Wow.
And then she came to the door, and he's like, "Well, shit."
Zach, you got to be more careful, buddy.
It's funny. It's funny.
All right. I was worried about us hitting an hour, but here we are, almost an hour and a half.
I know. Yeah, we can sure jabber when we want to.
This has been an awesome year, guys. I can't thank you enough. Everyone that has played a part in this family, we're so appreciative. Thank you so very much for everything that you do, all the super stickers, the members, the comments, the ratings, the reviews, just showing up. I mean, I love you guys. I thank you so very much for everything that you do. And Tiffany, what do you have to say?
I second all of that because we wouldn't be where we are right now. And you guys know we say it all the time. We wouldn't be where we are without you. I mean, we can't see you on the opposite side of the screen like you can see us on the opposite side of the screen. But like all of the engagement in the chat from week to week, I mean, it's just superior. It's just second to none. And I'm just grateful for everybody that comes to listen to us rant and be unprofessional. And it's just, it's just family.
Yeah, everything you said, I echo it. I mean, I could keep going and we could be here all night, but I'm not going to do that to y'all. I appreciate everything. I mean, y'all really don't realize the impact that you have on our lives. It means so much. And from the bottom of my heart, I thank you to each and every one of you. And I look forward to another great year. It's going to be awesome. We have great things planned. And yeah, we will be here to share all of it with you. Until we talk to y'all again, y'all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Happy New Year. Love y'all.
Happy New Year.